Hey guys, I'm Mezzy and welcome to this Blizzcon 2015 Legion information summary. Another Blizzcon has come and gone and we've got plenty of new Legion information. We'll go over the biggest news and some more interesting details. To start with, you can now pre-order Legion. If you do so, you'll instantly get a free level 100 boost that you can use on one of your characters, and you'll be able to play the Demon Hunter 7 days before the launch of Legion. On the downside, Legion's release is slated for the summer of 2016, with the latest release date of the 21st of September. The beta servers will be set up within the coming weeks and months, so it's still a bit of a guess as to when the beta will start. And last but not least, the cinematic intro for Legion has been released, which you should definitely check out. Now on to details of the content itself. The zones in the Broken Isles, which is the continent in Legion, will scale up to your level. This means that not only can you start in any of the new zones, you can also do a zone together with a friend who is multiple levels lower or higher than you. For example, if you're level 102 and your friend is level 106, you can both start in one of the new zones and get loot and experience that's good for your level. The only zone that is a level 110 zone is Suramar. Once you reach level 110, there will be plenty of endgame content for you to do. First off, Legion brings multiple elements similar to Diablo 3. You might remember the adventure mode and bounties with which you'll get quests from all over the zones to do. We'll get something just like that for Legion as well. When you open the map, quests will be marked for you to do. Not only that, in the class halls, NPCs will visit from different factions and give you quests to go do specific types of world quests. The difference between these and dailies are that the NPCs will stay around for multiple days. So if you can't do the quests right away, you can still do them tomorrow without a fear of losing out on reputation. And speaking of Diablo 3, world drops will now be of legendary quality. There will be multiple different types of world drops that each have a special effect, much like certain legendaries in Diablo that you get through bounties. They'll be able to drop with an increased item level and will drop in specific areas. We'll get more information later on in development. Now let's talk about dungeons. To start off, there will be 5 leveling dungeons and 5 max level dungeons. Just like with the quests, you can do all leveling dungeons at any level, which means that you won't have to wait for a certain level to do one of the dungeons or suddenly be too high a level to do them. On the endgame side of things, dungeons will have challenge versions of them, which will work differently from the current challenge modes. In fact, these challenge versions will work a lot like the Greater Rifts in Diablo 3. Every week you'll have to loot a challenge stone. The challenge stone will be attuned to a random dungeon and have special traits. For example, one week it will have the Enrage trait, and when you use the challenge stone to do the challenge dungeon, every mob in the dungeon will enrage at 30% health. Just like in Diablo 3, you can level up your challenge stone if you complete the dungeon within a specific amount of time. The higher the level of your stone, the higher the rewards. If you do not complete it within the required amount of time, the challenge stone will lose its power for that week. While you have the timer to contend with, it should be about gameplay and not the rushing through like current challenge modes. The development team wants this to be a legitimate alternative to raiding. Now, as we already know, they will be revamping a lot of classes and specs. Starting right after BlizzCon, Blizzard will be putting out class-specific blogs to tell us more about the changes they're making to each class. Also, as we knew, every spec will get an artifact weapon in Legion. This will serve as your weapon for the entire expansion. You'll be able to earn artifact power to power up your artifact. This can be earned from doing anything from quest bosses and rare spawns to raiding and PvP. This artifact power allows you to unlock artifact traits, which are very similar to the very old talent system that lasted all the way up to Cataclysm. Over time, you'll be able to unlock every single trait. You can also upgrade your artifact weapon by looting relics. These effectively are the loot to replace weapons for the expansion. You can put relics to increase the power of your artifact in your artifact and have it give an additional bonus to it. For example, if a certain artifact trait has 3 ranks, a relic can give it a 4th rank. Now let's move on to professions. Every profession will have a lot more to do due to chain quests. Not only that, but you can actually upgrade a recipe 2 more times after obtaining it, so that you'll need less materials to actually make that item. The crafted items themselves are supposed to feel special, so for example jewel crafting necklaces will always have a guaranteed gem slot. There's a lot more that was said, but with cooking you'll be able to make bacon, and with Inscription you can make special runes that can be used once a week to, for example, increase your damage on a specific raid boss. Another system that's being overhauled is the Transmog system, finally, and they're amazing changes. The Transmog system will also work like it does in Diablo 3, but it has extras. When you loot a new item and equip it, the look of the item will unlock in a wardrobe or collection, and after that you can delete or sell the item and still always be able to transmog to it. Not only will the unlock be account-wide, but you'll be able to save the transmog outfits and share these with other players. So if you're really proud of a transmog set you've made, you can share this with a friend and they can transmog to it as well if they have the items unlocked. If they don't, they'll get to see which ones they're missing so they can start collecting. When the system launches, not only will every item in your inventory, bag and void storage be unlocked right away, every item from every single quest you've ever completed will also be unlocked right away. But wait, there's more. You will be able to hide your shoulders at last, and there will be 3 new transmog slots. These are weapon enchants, shirts, and finally, tabards. Now there's a few other things I wanted to mention before we part. Legion will bring a tri-spec, meaning you can change to any of your specs whenever you want. If you're a druid, you can even switch to all 4. All guns will also be around in Legion, and mythic raiding is likely to stay in the 20-man format. Now there's a lot of details I couldn't get into in this summary, so you should definitely check out our live blog summaries on wowweekly.net. If you liked this video, please subscribe and click the like button. Let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to the most in Legion. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook at twitter.com/bmezzy or facebook.com/wowweekly to keep up with when new content comes out. For now, I'm Mezzy, and I'll see you again next time.